What's up? It's Christopher Michael Cooper, graphic designer. Today I'm coming at you with the Life Learning Notes tutorial. I know I touched base on it shortly in my last video, but I was not able to give you the details I wanted to give you. So follow along and please subscribe to this YouTube channel and please check out sacredandprint.com. Alright, let's get started. First off, I'm going to use this. It's the American Heritage Dictionary. It's one of the best dictionaries I've found. It helps out a lot. So first we're going to go into this dictionary right here. And I'm going to research caffeine first, because caffeine, I was allergic to it all my life until I became an adult and I grew out of it. It made me mean. So let's look up caffeine. I'm in the C's. Alright. Bear with me here. Caffeine, it says a bitter white alkaloid often derived from tea or coffee, used chiefly as a mild stimulant. Alright, so I got that. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go into Microsoft Word, and I'm going to go just like this. We're going to type caffeine. And caffeine is a bitter white alkaloid right there. Alkaloid, that's going to be underlined, so that's important. We'll come back and look up alkaloid in the dictionary. Like I said, words link, so words link can have a lot of meaning when you're doing your life learning notes. Right, a bitter white alkaloid derived from tea or coffee and used chiefly as a mild stimulant. So we're gonna stimulant, can take that too and underline that in Microsoft Word. Alright, there we go. We got, just by coming up with one word and researching one word, which was caffeine, it could be any words you liked, you got two words that link, that's in your definition. So what we want to do now, the first word that links is alkaloid. So you're going to take your American Heritage Dictionary. Any dictionary will work. It's really good. But we're going to look up alkaloid now. And here it is. The dictionary says alkaloid is any of various organic compounds containing nitrogen, occurring in many vascular plants and including nicotine, quinine, cocaine, and caffeine. So that's what you got from the word when you research the word alkaloid in the dictionary. That's your definition for it. So we're going to go and take that definition, which is one of the ones we found in caffeine, and we're going to type it in Microsoft Word. Alright, so any various bear with me here. Any various organic compounds containing nitrogen occurring in many plants and including nicotine, quinine, cocaine, and caffeine. So, what we just found out from this short little bit of life learning knows is that caffeine is a drug, and it relates up there with cocaine and other drugs like that. It's a stimulant. So, just from researching one word in the dictionary, this life learning notes process helps a lot with learning about life, writing lyrics, anything, creating a YouTube video. Alright, and the second word we found when we researched caffeine is stimulant. So we're going to go ahead and take the dictionary again. And we're going to look up stimulants. Or stimulant. Bear with me here. This is a long tutorial, so I hope you all stick with me. You'll learn a lot from it. Stimulant, right here, I found it. An agent, especially a drug that temporarily arouses or accelerates psychological activity. So we're going to go back in to our life learning notes on Microsoft Word, and we're going to type in stimulant. And we're going to go ahead and type in the definition to stimulant. An agent, especially a drug that temporarily arouses. Alright, arouses right there. You want to underline arouses on Microsoft Word. That's another important definition there. If you find a definition and you want a meaning to it, you're going to want to underline it in every definition you look up, and you're going to want to look that word up in the dictionary, and you'll come up with more words that you want to underline and come up with that definition for it, and so on. Or accelerates accelerates is another word that you want to underline. So underline accelerates, and we'll come back to arouse and accelerate and do those last two definitions when we're done with the caffeine. So you're going to want to go back into Microsoft Word, and you're going to want to, every word, the caffeine, the alkaloid, and the stimulant, you're going to want to underline all your important definitions. And I would go ahead and make them bold too. Then you want to, on what you have on Microsoft Word, you're going to want to highlight everything, go to review, and do a spell check. Any words that you have misspelled, you could correct at that point. Alright, sorry about that. Once you're done doing that and spell checking everything, we're gonna add the last two words and look them up in the dictionary that have to do with caffeine from the ones that we underlined that we wanted to learn more about. So underline ones that you don't know the meaning of. When you look up caffeine and the words in that definition in the dictionary, every word that you don't know a meaning to, what the meaning is, underline those words and look them up in the dictionary as well. And this will help you really much with your life learning notes. So we're going to go back into Microsoft Word, and we're going to do, first we're going to go into the dictionary, and we're going to look up arouse. A-R-O-U. Arouse. To awaken from or as if from a sleep. So basically, arouse means to wake up. Or another word that I'm going to put is to excite. We again go back in and make the word arouse, your definition, make that bold and underlined. Now, the last definition from the caffeine research is going to be accelerate. So, go back into the dictionary and look up accelerate. To make or become faster is the definition. So, we're going to go into Microsoft Word and type in accelerate. We're going to make that bold and underline it. And go ahead and type in the definition that we got. To make or become faster or speed up. So if we go back to the top, we started out with the word caffeine and looked it up in the dictionary. Caffeine, a bitter white alkaloid derived from tea or coffee and used chiefly as a mild stimulant. So basically a drug. Alkaloid is any various organic compounds containing nitrogen occurring in many plants and including in nicotine, quinine, cocaine, and caffeine. We got the word alkaloid out of the caffeine definition, and I didn't know the meaning of alkaloid, so I looked that up in the dictionary, and those words link. Next, we have stimulant, which is another word that I didn't know the meaning of in the definition of caffeine. And a stimulant is an agent or a drug that temporarily arouses or accelerates psychological activity. And we got two words when we looked up stimulant and alkaloid that we didn't know the meaning of. The first one was arouse, which is to excite, and accelerate to make become faster or speed up. So basically, using that technique, that's how words link with the life learning notes process. And I wanted to touch base on this with you because I talked about it shortly in my video earlier today, and I wanted to do a longer video for the first time on YouTube and be able to explain my process of life learning notes in detail for you. So make sure you check out the YouTube channel and subscribe, and please check out sacredimprint.com. This is what your paper should look like. It might be hard to see on the camera, sorry about that, but I also said you could use life learning notes to write a song, so I'm going to show you how to write some lyrics using what we just looked up in the dictionary about caffeine. Let's write a song about caffeine, and I'll show you how to do this. So we're going to click out of Microsoft Word. We're going to do a new file. And let's call this song Arouse. Arouse Me. Caffeine and the stimulants arouse me. I'm awake. Caffeine and the stimulants arouse me. I'm awake. And then we could go on and finish the rhyme and lyrics like caffeine and the stimulants arouse me, I'm awake. This is the bullshit that I cannot take. Well, you get the drift, right? You could write a song out of a you could write a song out of your life learning notes, and it could turn out funny like that. But you never know. It could help you write a hit song because you have actual facts behind your music. You know what I mean? So we're gonna do a little bit more on the life learning notes in this tutorial, so please stick with me. I'm gonna do one more with you just to show you the process of the life learning notes. So we're gonna do obsession because I seem to become obsessed with a lot of things in my life. My OCD is killing me. So we're gonna start with our dictionary again, and we're gonna look up the word obsession. The definition on this is compulsive preoccupation with a fixed idea or unwanted emotion. So we're going to go back into Microsoft Word in our life learning notes, and we're going to type in obsession. We're going to make that bold and underline it. And we're going to put down the definition, which is compulsive preoccupation with a fixed idea or unwanted emotion. There you have it. You have your first definition, and sometimes your definitions will not have a word that you underline to connect it with another word, so it won't link with another word and another meaning. So you'll have to go to the next definition of a word that you choose. So I'm bipolar, so let's go look up bipolar disorder. Again, we're going to make bipolar disorder bold and underline it. I already looked up the definition on this one, so but usually use your dictionary and look it up. This is a mood disorder characterized by periods of depression alternating with mania and hypomania. So the two words in there that I don't understand, that I want to get meaning on and see if I can link it to bipolar disorder, is mania and hypomania. So underline those two. So first we'll go to Word and type in the definition. A mood disorder characterized by periods of depression alternating with, here we go, the first word we want to underline, with mania. So back in Word, or if you're doing paper pen, it works the same way, just underline it with your pencil. But in Word, we're going to want to make that bold, make it italic, and we want to underline it, mania, in the definition of bipolar disorder. So we could come back to it later and get the definition of mania, and we can link these words together with meaning. That's the whole point behind life learning notes. So we'll finish our definition here for bipolar disorder, or hypomania. This is the second word in the definition of bipolar disorder that you want to underline. So hypomania, you want to make that a Microsoft Word. Bold, italic, and underline. Next, we're gonna those two words that we underlined, we're gonna go ahead and write the definitions for those again. So we're gonna start with mania. In Microsoft Word, just make it bold and underline. And I've already looked up the word mania in the dictionary. So mania is an excessive enthusiasm, interest, or desire. So we're going to write this down as our definition word. An excessive enthusiasm or desire. And in Word, I have some misspelled words, so I'm going to go and spell check that right now. I spelled enthusiasm wrong. Alright, quick fix on that. The second word that we got out of bipolar disorder's definition sorry about that was hypomania. So we're going to do the same for that. In Word, we're going to type hypomania and make it bold and underlined. And I've already grabbed the definition for that. Hypomania is a mood disorder that is milder than mania and is marked by symptoms of elevated or agitated moods such as increased energy and irritability, especially as a component of bipolar disorder. So you're just going to take that word, that definition to that word, and you're going to type it in on Word. I'm going to skip doing that because you get the point. Alright, and lastly, on this tutorial, I'm going to show you the heading you want on your paper, because you want a good heading on your life learning notes so you can file them away and remember them. So here on Microsoft Word, we're going to type our name, the date, and we're going to type Life Learning Notes. And lastly, we're going to type in the category of our Life Learning Notes. So this is going to be bipolar disorder for your put bipolar disorder next in your heading, and don't make none of this bold or italic or nothing, just keep it simple. And that's how you create life learning notes. And these life learning notes are very helpful for writing lyrics for your music with actual meaning behind them. Because most people want to hear a song that actually means something to them. It's good for making YouTube video topics and making YouTube videos. It's good for a variety of things, and it will basically just give you knowledge in life about things that you never even knew about. And it's something I do every day. I do about 20 pages of these notes, and I won't never stop doing it because I someday believe that I'm gonna discover something that's gonna bring me prosperity in my future. So that's all. Please subscribe to my YouTube channel, and please check out sacredinput.com. You all have a good night. Thank you.